Open the software. Wait for the software to enter the system screen. Then click the Start button and the motion axes of the system X, Y, and Z move to the origin position. Then click the Start button and the motion axes of the system X, Y, and Z move to the origin position. When the machine is running, do not insert any part of your body into the machine. Only after pressing the machine stop button and ensuring that the machine has stopped running should you operate the machine. Now every axis of motion is moving. Enter 0 state. Before operating the new machine, first check that all moving axis fixing blocks have been removed. Be sure to remove the fixing blocks before turning on the machine's power supply. To prevent the X and Y axis of the machine from shifting or colliding during transport, each moving axis is secured with fixing blocks when the machine leaves the factory. Okay. The 0 is done here, let's click Exit. At this time, the Rights Management interface pops up, then OR3, select the engineer. The password is 000000 or 888,888. We opened up the model and we opened up here some of the template programs that we did before. If not, we can create a new program here. Give this program a name. Okay, here enter the length and width, thickness of the PCB. The length of this PCB is 120 millimeters. The width of this PCB is 100 millimeters. Then this inputs the thickness of the PCB. This thickness seems to be 1.5 millimeter. Then enter the actual soldering stencil size here. We measure the template size. This size is 734 × 734. Here you can choose only PCB or PCB and stencils. We will choose the PCB and stencils options here. Template recognition interval, enter 1. PCB flow direction. This depends on how the machine is placed, and the PCB flow direction can be modified. PCB into the machine direction left to right or right to left. This is the cleaning interval of the template, set according to requirements. This is the speed at which alcohol is sprayed onto cleaning paper. We set it to 200. After entering the length and width of the PCB, some parameters will automatically generate values. This is the downward pressure of the blade. This is the forward speed of the blade and the downward pressure setting. This is based on the actual printing effect, and then modify the settings. This should be modified according to the actual situation of the product. The default parameters are 50 millimeters per second and 3 kilograms. This is where the blade begins and ends. This is the speed and distance at which the PCB is separated from the template. The separation distance and speed between the PCB and the template are within this 1.5 mm, and they separate downward at a speed of 0.5 mm per second. Then here is the cleaning method and steps for setting the template. There are wet cleaning, dry cleaning and vacuum suction. The first time is wet cleaning, and then dry cleaning. This is set according to the actual production situation of PCB. Okay, save for the next step. The next step is to adjust the width of the PCB channel. Before debugging the PCB channel, you must first make sure that there is no supporting top block here. These support blocks need to be removed and placed outside the machine. Then, we can adjust the width of the PCB channel. Click Next. At this time, the machine will pop up a window to remind you, click OK. For everyone's safety, it is forbidden for 2 people to operate the machine at the same time, or they can only operate the machine after being reminded of safety. When the machine is running, press the stop button first before operating the machine to take out internal parts. It is prohibited for more than 2 people to operate the machine at the same time. We first click on this table up to make it rise. Raise this platform. After the platform rises, we're going to put this roof on top of this. Place this support top block in the middle of the PCB channel. We need to check whether the PCB surface is highly consistent with the channel platform. If the height of the PCB does not match the channel surface, we have to go back and modify the thickness of the PCB. There is no problem with this. Then, click the platform drop here. Then, we push the PCB back some distance, away from the area of the platform. Then click Load PCB. Then the PCB will enter in front of the stop cylinder. After the PCB is loaded and reaches the anchor point, we started making PCB marks. Let's check where the PCB mark is located. This marking point is in the upper left corner and lower right corner of our PCB, so we click on these 2 points. You will need to check your own actual PCB marking locations. An approximate coordinate position will appear below. An approximate coordinate will appear. We click in. Use the mouse to click on this CCD window. Click the target with the mouse and the CCD will move to the target. Click on the PCB mark target. We can adjust the light source brightness and contrast of the CCD. Below are the mark types, demonstrated in black and white. Select the type you need. Here, what shape represents the marking point, we choose the corresponding marking type. Now this mark is white and surrounded by black, so we choose the first one. Then click Mark Mode to automatically identify. Click Save. Then make the marking point of the second PCB. Click the mouse to find the target marking point. This is also the same operation method. Click the target point with the mouse and the CCD cursor will move to the target point. We can also use the arrow keys on the keyboard to move the position of the CCD cursor. If the mark is not a standard circle, it is an irregular shape, like triangles, pentagons, or strange shapes. There is no way to automatically make marks here. Can only be handmade. Manual marking method, click one by one from top to bottom. Then set the search window range for finding the target point. Find this mark in this range. You can broaden your search. Then surround the target mark. Use the window to wrap the target point to be searched. Then, click to set the mark. The score is displayed, indicating that the setting is successful. Then we click Save. Now we set the 2 mark points of the template, but we don't have the template installed. Let's install the fixed template first. Click to unlock the template. After unlocking, then click on the location of the template. At this time, the template stops cylinder drops and the machine reminds you to push the template to the innermost part. Do not click OK. Place the template in the stop cylinder position. Press and hold this button to adjust the width of the stencil holder. Now we can click OK and the machine will push the template forward. Now the template is pushed forward. Now start making the marking points of the template. Click to enter the template tag settings. The actual template markers are offset from the target points. We need to move the template to the marked point of the target. Press and hold the template support button to fine-tune the template position. While moving the template, check the target mark position of the CCD. Okay, that's about it. We press the button to release the template clamping with both hands at the same time, and then make fine adjustments in the X direction. Now there is still a little distance in the Y direction. We can tweak it a little bit. Click Cancel. How to adjust the distance in the Y direction. Fine-tune here. Tweak it a bit here. Move forward a little bit. Shorten the distance a little bit in the Y direction. About 2 millimeters less. Then click on the template location. Click again. We push the template back to the stop cylinder position. Click OK and the machine moves the template. After the machine stops, we check the position of the template mark and the target mark again. We click again on the template mark point parameter settings. Click in to take a look. Do you see if the actual template mark has moved down a little bit? It was marked above, now it's below. This distance, we just set too much, let's reduce it a little. In fact, setting 1 millimeter is enough. We changed from 3 to 1, but it was too much, so we changed it to 2. Then click Move Template Location. Then push the template back again to the stop cylinder position. Click OK and the machine starts moving the template. OK, click the template mark parameter to take a look. Already reached the destination. This doesn't have to be completely coincident. It doesn't matter if it's a little off. The machine has a search scope. In fact, there is no problem within this search range. It's okay in this blue box. Select the third one. Click to make automatically. 3 mark is black to select a black circle. Then it is automatically produced. Save, we make the next stencil mark. When making the template mark, the machine will automatically select number 3. It's automatically made here. If the brightness and contrast of the light source are not very good, we can adjust it accordingly. If the mark recognition fails, we can debug it here. After the light source debugging is completed, we click the automatic identification mark again. OK, then save. Then save. Click Yes to release the PCB clamp. The printer's program has been completed and is now ready for production. We will remove the PCB. Let's set up the production settings. In the production settings here, if you need to clean the template, if you need to clean the stencils, you need to install cleaning paper and alcohol. Because my machine is not installed with cleaning paper and alcohol, we will not tick these two. After the parameters are set, we click to start production. Start production now. Check whether the PCB channel has PCB, if so, please remove it. Do you want to add solder? If you need to add solder, you click Yes. Because we are demonstrating here, we will not add soldering. OK, here, waiting to enter the board, we can place the PCB at the entrance. This is to adjust the solder printing offset compensation. You can click on this blade and go back. Then check to see if the PCB is accurately aligned with the stencils. If there is no alignment, we debug X, Y1, Y2. Click OK after debugging is complete. After the debugging is completed, you don't need to pop up this window and click on this. No problem. Click OK. Next we start to install the blade. Be sure to pay attention to the direction of the blade. This window pops up to show you how the printing effect of the solder is. We can check whether the solder coincides with the PCB pad and check for any offset issues. If there is an offset problem, we will debug it here. Make adjustments here. We correct the offset by debugging the X, Y1 and Y2 directions for movement. Click this if you don't need the pop-up in the future. This is to modify the distance of each movement. This one rotates to the left. This one rotates to the right. This is the offset that shows our debugging. These debug offset buttons. After debugging is normal, click Don't Show Again, then click OK. Okay, this app is now complete. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me.